Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you that haven't, then pretty please subscribe, hit the bell notification button, and then you know whenever I've uploaded a video. For those of you that haven't watched my previous video, that was actually a beauty video, and I tried out, new to me, a Beau foundation, which was the matte radiant one. Just looking on camera now, I should have done it sat here really, this lighting is much better. But yeah, you can see what it looks like there. So today we are doing a requested video actually, a little while ago, but I've been a bit busy catching up on videos and also catching up on life, so we missed out a few videos. But the review is of this Prada bag. I also had a question about the handle height. So I'm showing you like this because this is how I keep it stored, but I do rotate all my bags and use all of them so it doesn't stay in the dust bag. It does get a good airing, but it's not stored in the box. So I keep it in its original dust bag. So let's just show you the bag. So this is, as you can tell from the dust bag as well, this is the Prada bag, and this is the double tote in the colour chalk white, which is coming up pretty accurate on camera there. This is chalk white in the large size, in the Saffiano leather with gold hardware. And I bought this bag back, I had to work it out, it took me a while, but back in August 2014. I got it from Heathrow Airport when I was on my way out to see my friend who lives in Austin, Texas. And this was a little treat to me. I think I paid $1,900 for this. They're somewhat more now, but I think I paid $1,900, and that was the duty-free price. Anyway, here it is. We're going to do a full-on review. So, also I keep it stored with the original that came with it. I've kept it all these years, tissue paper. I'm just going to, whoops. Oh, it's not going to break, is it? We dropped it on the floor, right? Put that over there. So, should we start with measurements? Let's start with measurements. So firstly, I will measure for you the base. So that is 39 centimetres. Yeah, 39 centimetres. It's literally just over 15 inches. It is a very generous bag, this. Whilst we're under here, we'll do the depth of the base. So the depth of the base is basically 20 centimetres or 8 inches. We will do the height, which is, sorry it's tricky, it's quite large bags are harder to measure, they're floppier and they move around. I'm going to say 28, so 28 centimetres or 11 inches. I've got this closed in, so the length at the top of the bag, in case that interests anybody, so length at the top I'd say is about 37 centimetres, so it's about 14.5 inches. It looks like it goes in ever so slightly, not a lot. Now, the handle drop, because I was asked this and off the top of my head could not say, which probably isn't that surprising, is, so it's 15.5. You know what, we're going to call it's just under 16 centimetres, so basically 6 inches. So the handle drop is 16 centimetres, 6 inches. So those are the measurements. I will insert a clip now of me weighing the bag so you can see the exact weight. £124.7 grams. So you can see it's a fairly lightweight bag, especially for its very generous size. Right, so on the outside, not much to talk about. You've just got these shoulder handles and you've got then 4 feet on the base. Now given the size of this, it could probably do the 5th one in the middle if I'm honest, but it has got those 4 feet to protect what it can of the base. And you know what? The base of mine is pretty good. Like I said, I've used this bag a ton, and I bought this in the summer of 2014. Because of its size, it has been well used because it's a great work bag. I'll go into all the functions in a moment. I'll just show you the inside. And the inside, again, not a lot to talk about, but you've basically, it's called the double bag. You've got these 2 big double sections, and then in the centre, with a little bit of Prada branding there, you've got this centre compartment, which is fairly generous actually. It goes all the way down to the bottom of the bag. You can see my arm just disappeared then. Now this particular version is black inside, which is great from the perspective that you're not going to get it marked so easy, or you're not going to see, but it is a bit of a, as you can see, a big black cavernous hole. So that's the inside. You've also got these poppers that undo, which if you want to just fill it out even more, look at that. If you want to fill it out even more, then you can do that. I'm just going to show you quickly what fits inside, just to give you an idea of how big this is. So I've got a MacBook Air here in a case, and you can see that is just going to go in easy as anything. If I wanted to, I've got a pair of Valentino rock studs in here in their dust bag. That just slides in the same section even, and I didn't do that particularly nicely. You could do that better. So that fits in there, and then you've got this whole other section that you can put loads of other items in if you wanted to. Now obviously it's feeling fairly heavy now, but that's because of the items I've put in, not because of the bag itself. If you want to do it a lot more freely, then you could have literally just laptop and paperwork in one side, and then shoes and your personal belongings in the other, and then your precious items, for example, like your phone, in that bit there. Again, purse, whatever. It holds, it goes all the way down to the base of the bag. It holds a lot. So that is a real pro of this bag, is how much it holds. It's lightweight and it holds a ton, so we're doing quite well. In terms of use then, I have used this a lot, and I have used this for work predominantly. You can also use it as a travel bag. You can also, and I have done this before as well, use it as an overnight bag. You know, you can simply fold up, put your clothes in one side. I wouldn't do it for like travelling overnight, but if you're just like going around a friend's house or something and you're literally going to put this in the car and then get there, then you can put your personal effects in this bit and then your clothes and toiletries in that bit, and you just turn up with one bag then. You're not like, I'm staying the night, but look, I look like I'm moving in for the week. So you're not going to scare your friends by having too much. So yeah, so that is another use as well. It's a great bag. I've used this a lot, and there is some wear and tear on it. So I think just showing you like that, this bag looks clean, it looks fresh, it doesn't look that well used. When you look a bit more closely, however, you can see that it is. So I did once, I don't know if I did this on this occasion, I was using it as a work bag and travelling into London, so I had spare shoes, all manner of stuff with me, and I did get trapped in a train barrier. And I have got some slight scratches here on the Saffiano leather. And also the corners, let's find the worst one, probably this one, which makes sense, the back corner. So you can see there the wear and tear to that corner. To be honest, it doesn't take away from the beauty of the bag. It doesn't notice that much. I think the handles are also just underneath started to crack the tiniest bit. But overall, I wouldn't look at this, someone wearing this, like my actual bag, and think, oh my god, look at the state of that. It's held up really, really well. And the other feature, I think, being such a large bag, you're just going to knock into stuff a lot more. I think that if this was, half the size, you could still fit a fair bit in. If it's just half the size, you wouldn't hit so much. But look, it's got that, as I measured earlier, that fairly generous depth to it, along with the width, so the corners do stick out more. You're then putting more in it, so there's more weight to it, so as you do move around, not only are you more likely to hit items or passers-by or get stuck in train barriers, but you're also more likely to hit them with more force because you've got that greater weight to it. So considering that, I mean, this bag's looking great, the inside's looking pretty good. Probably a tiny clean if I'm honest, but literally from there's a splash of something there. Oh no, it's gone. So yeah, it's great. Maybe I should buy some more organisation, but that is the only con really I found, is if I have like just my personal effects in the front, it is just a bit of a dumping ground. But you have got the greater organisation, and I tend to do like almost have like my work side. So I have laptop, paperwork, notebook, work phone. In this is like my work side, and then in this front bit I'll have things like my personal phone, my keys, my makeup, my umbrella, like I say, and if I'm having a pair of shoes, then probably put it in this front bit, maybe the other bit, and then in the centre bit, that's where I'll put things like my pass card, my travel card, and my purse. So it's, I do quite like, I think just having those 3 sections does organise it enough. Having this extension, I don't usually use this extended at all. I usually have this done up because I prefer the look of it done up. I think it looks much smarter, but also I just don't really, it's big enough, I don't need to make it bigger, but it's nice to know that I can if I want to. The only other feature on this is obviously you've got this, I mean I've never filled this out, you've got this tab here where you could put something in. I really do actually quite like this buckle detail that you've got, picks out the hardware as well, because it's quite minimal, this bag. And then you've also got this closure as well, which I do use because I find it does keep the handles together that bit more, which makes it easier to carry, and it also adds in, as you can see, that little bit more security for what is otherwise a fairly open bag. But like I say, you have got that middle section to put belongings in if you want to. So what I'll do now is I will do some mod shots for you so you can see what it looks like on, and then I think that's it. I'll do my closing remarks and then we are done. So this Prada Double Tote can be held obviously in the hand, or you can carry it in the crook of the arm, which I think it looks particularly nice. Or if you've then got it super loaded up and you want to wear it on the shoulder, then you absolutely can. I think this looks super chic, minimal stylist. It's a great colour because it is a bit sort of like, I'd say, the Hermes Cray. Imagine Hermes Cray and Epsom, that's what the equivalent of this Saffiano leather and this chalk white, this, literally is what Cray means. This off-white leather, so it's a great tone. Obviously I'm not dressed up today, we're just in the H&M cashmere outfit, but I think it looks great. So my overall conclusions, and this is from the perspective of someone who has bought too many Hermes bags and loves Hermes and has been trying to cull her collection. I got rid of my red Prada bag because I bought a red Birkin, but I couldn't bring myself to get rid of this, and I don't have a large off-white bag. I have a small one, a Fendi Mini Peekaboo, and like I say, deliberately I've kept the collection quite diverse. So this is a brilliant bag. If anyone's on the fence, then you want any more information, I think I've covered everything, but if there's something you want to know that I haven't, then please do ask. But it's a great bag, it's held up well. You can get a bargain probably on the pre-loved market as well. Prada don't hold their value very well. I found that out when I sold mine, but it's, you know, I bought this from new, but it's a really good, really good bag, and you may even get lucky in the outlet in Bicester Village. I'm afraid I don't know, I'm not that up on what designs they stock, but this has been around, like I say, for a number of years. I think how understated it is means it's quite classic in style and doesn't date. So I think you're going to get a long, as I have, a number of years of really good wear. And at the end of the day, it just holds so much. And sometimes, particularly if even if I'm just going to work for the day, sometimes that does mean a lot. It does mean a change of shoes. It does mean extra layers. It does mean laptops and phones and notebooks and food. I'm that person that travels with a cup of tea and lunch. So here it is.